Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey.
hello. How was everybody's week?
Good.
Yes?
Yeah.
Crazy, but good. As always.
Yeah. May the 4th be with all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you. At home, listening, watching. This is our special May the 4th special? Our May the, our May the 4th
Special because I say
episode.
so.
Yeah. No. So technically, this is coming out May 3rd.
Yeah.
But Wednesdays.
Yeah.
That's how it works. But save it for tomorrow. Watch it tomorrow, and then it's May 4th.
Yeah.
But yeah, happy May the 4th. We're super super excited. We hope you guys get to celebrate in whichever way you can. If
It
whether
should
it be
a national holiday at this point.
At this point, yes, it
True.
should be because
Like-
I mean, yeah,
So iconic.
definitely. It's American culture.
It is.
It's technically
Yeah, it
make it a
is.
national holiday.
It
There we go.
permeates our culture.
Exactly. Well, technically, May the 4th is like a worldwide holiday at this point.
It
Like
is.
everyone
Yeah, it's not just U.S.
acknowledges it. Yeah, exactly. So let's get that
International holiday.
international holiday. Yeah, that'd be awesome. But anyway, yeah. So I hope you guys get to have fun on May the 4th. We hope you get to, whether it be watching a movie or, drinking blue milk in the morning. I don't know.
Building a Lego.
I know a lot of people go to Galaxy's Edge, probably going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
That fun stuff. But yeah, we hope you have an awesome May the 4th. So if you're listening to this on either May the 4th or the day that this comes out, which is May 3rd, we have a couple announcements. We are doing a special sale on our shop for May the 4th. We are not only doing a sale, but we are also releasing the first in our original trilogy inspired collection.
Yeah.
Which, if we can put this on the screen, please, we can give you guys a sneak peek. So we don't have them yet as of the recording of this video, but the pin that we'll be releasing on May 4th at 12 p.m. PST is our Cloud City Luke,
Woo.
our Empire Strikes Back Luke.
It looks so cool.
Thank you so much. Pardon the whack ass factory photo. So this is a picture from the factory, and they took a picture of him with the rest of the collection and some other pins. So the two pins that you see next to him are those are actually our Patreon exclusive pins from our previous terms, So right now they're currently not available because these are from past terms.
Yeah.
But if you do join our Patreon, you get access to our secret shop, and then any extra pins that did not get sent out are listed on our secret Patreon shop. So
all the links are down below.
Yeah, all those links are down below, and the access to the secret shop starts from our $5 tier and up. So you don't need to be at the highest tier to access the secret shop if that is something that you're interested in. But aside from that, May the 4th is going to be really fun on the Punch It end because, like I said, we're releasing our Luke pin on May the 4th, and we're also doing a sale. So it's not a flat percentage or code. We're going to be listing a few things in our shop, or a bunch of things in our shop, a discounted price. Some at like 50%, some at varying percentage off.
Yeah.
So that if there's been something that you've been wanting to get from our shop or anything like that, May the 4th is probably, tomorrow will probably be the time for you to head on over and get that. And new pin.
And we're also doing a free random sticker in the first 25 orders.
That's right.
So-
Order fast so that you can get a free random sticker.
Yeah.
And also it'll also stack onto the current our year-long special, which is any orders over $50 get a free mystery pin.
Yeah.
So we'll also be doing that. We always do that, but just so you know, that still holds during this sale.
Yes.
But yeah, besides that, I think that's everything for announcements. But yeah, we're super excited. Let's get into this awesome episode. We have a lot to talk about, a lot of memes, a lot of topics. Let's just get into it and start the show.
I don't know, like 70% are like super excited about Bo. You got 10% that are like, I hated the whole thing. You know, you got 5% that you just hate Bo, and then you got 2% that want me to sit on their face.
Oh my god.
Only 2?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
She's so real for that.
We're fine.
Yeah.
We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Oh my god.
Draft.
I always miss it.
Me too. I always forget to set for the plan.
I put it there and I miss it.
Get you off guard.
Punch it.
Oh god.
Kick things off on the right foot.
Yes, exactly. Oh, by the way, so that clip of Katie is from another podcast. I'm so sorry, I forget the name of the podcast, but the host is Christian Karloff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was directly from his TikTok. And you can look him up. It's at the Christian, so Kristian Harloff, Harloff. He has a couple of podcasts, I believe, but the name of the specific one that the interview with Katie was on escapes me. But I was watching it earlier. I watched a little bit of it, and let me just say, amazing and really funny and insightful interview. I want to finish the rest of it, but it was pretty long. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking that out. It was an awesome interview, and obviously great moments.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, really funny. But yeah, speaking of podcasts, we've been getting a bunch of new listeners every week.
Yeah.
We're getting a bunch of new listeners every week. We're
Thank
getting
you.
yes, thank you guys. Thank
Welcome
you guys
to
so
the family.
much. Yeah, welcome to the Punch It fam. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate you listening and watching.
Yeah.
And also hearing your feedback. That has been very, very exciting and very fun. We've been getting a good amount of comments on all of our latest episodes on YouTube and stuff like that. So that's been fun. And I did want to highlight a specific comment that had us made us smile. And I think you'll enjoy it. So let me open these. So,
Right. Let me pull it up.
all right. So it's been a lot of fun. So thank you again. And this is by listener Jedi Zen 93 on YouTube. And
Bruh.
let me read it.
How did I not catch this?
Oh my god. Okay, let me read it. So he says, no disrespect, but why do you have someone on the podcast that doesn't even know the Star Wars timeline? It's clearly post Return of the Jedi.
God. I knew this was coming someday. Might as well
I'm
rip
sure-
the band-aid.
So he goes,
Here it is.
I'm sure he's a great friend and he's funny, but dude, this is a discussion amongst majority hardcore Star Wars fans.
Oh my god.
Not trying
Wrecked.
to be an online jerk. I swear, lol, but that was super cringe, right?
Oh god.
Hey, at least he said you were funny.
He did say
And cringe.
I mean,
That's all
Alright.
I heard.
Let-
Blah,
the
blah,
best
blah,
of us are cringe.
All right, I responded. So first of all, I just want to say thank you, Jedi Zen 93. We love you, and we talked a little bit after this.
Cussed him
Uh,
out, right? Yeah, I just kidding. Just
So here was my response.
Cancelled.
Here was my response. So I said,
God.
Lamau.
Oh my god.
Lamau, he's one of our closest friends, and he produces the show. That's also the entire point, though. Sometimes he makes great points that really make us think, and a lot of times he'll surprise us with shit like this. It makes it very fun for us and makes us laugh to try and wrap our heads around his thought process. He may get confused sometimes, but he's a legitimate fan, and he has a lot of love for Star Wars. He also realizes when he's being silly / made a mistake, or whatever you want to call that.
There's a special place for that.
Oh my god. So I said, point is, our show is mainly for laughs, discussing Star Wars as friends, and enjoying stupid moments like these.
Truth. Truth.
How did I miss this comment?
I don't know. I'm glad you did, though.
Good.
Got
I would have
your
been like,
ears.
brat.
Yeah, I know. That's why I responded so quick, because I was like, if this motherfucker responds, oh my god, it's going to be bad. So then he responded almost right away, and he was like, Lamau, okay, I can totally respect that. Enjoyed the show either way. I'm so glad you replied. Love all of your content on here and on both you guys' Instagrams. You guys fuel the fandom with great vibes. May the force be with you.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. So thank you so much again, Jedi Zen 93. And there was a few other responses, and I responded again after this. So if you guys want to go check that out, it was a nice interaction. But pretty much he was like, by the end of it, he was like, you know what? I went back and rewatched that moment, and it is funny. He was like, it was really funny.
It's like, I'm not mad anymore.
Yeah.
Also, this is your fault because you let me ramble on.
I tried to help you.
Okay. Yeah.
I did.
That's facts.
Arakel
That's facts.
let you run your mouth.
Well, look, if I
It's
don't...
okay, because I'm such a good friend, right? I'm putting the camera at your face. I'm waiting for my apology.
No, I'm good. Hey, I stood up for you.
True.
Yeah.
Barely. but yeah.
He's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Get him the fuck off the show.
Why is he on the show?
This guy stinks.
Dead ass. Dead ass. Here.
No, it's all love.
No, it was really
Yeah,
nice.
no.
But I thought it'd be good
cool.
and good opportunity too to also just kind of talk about and
Show the screen?
You don't need to show the screen.
All right, cool.
But just kind of talk about how obviously, like I said, we're getting a lot of new listeners every week, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. We love you and we appreciate the
thank
support.
you.
And I just want to, this show, like a lot of the times, people are like, "What's your show about?" And I'm like,
Everything.
I don't know.
Hell if I know.
Hell if I know. But obviously the main focus is we're Star Wars nerds.
Yeah.
That's literally our entire life is Star Wars. As an
As we're
artist.
sitting here in our cosplays.
Show yourself.
Oh my god, yeah.
Show the road.
Show the road. Yeah.
I'm full screen now right here. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys hadn't seen. I guess for the listeners too, they can't see us.
Oh, Lamau.
Lamau. So
They're like, what's going on?
yeah, so Bella's dressed as Leia from A New Hope. So Princess
Yes.
Leia. I am dressed as Han, and
I guess I'll full screen it again. Okay.
and Manny.
I'm sweating bullets over here, dude.
He's
Yeah,
in the
but okay.
Chewie robe.
I'm
he's
representing.
in the Chewie robe.
Representing.
It's like really thick fur
Very,
coat.
very, and
Yeah.
it's hot in here. It's pretty.
It's hot.
It's pretty toasty.
That studio light doesn't help.
No,
I'm
it doesn't.
crispy.
Why is it spicy? Why is it spicy?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But yeah, so what I was saying is our show is mainly for laughs. It's a mix
Yeah.
of comedy. Like, we really do not take ourselves seriously. I hope you guys at this point understand, like,
yeah.
can see that.
If you've been listening for a while, you know. If you're new, you're probally like, what the hell is going
Yeah,
on?
exactly. Yeah. You're like, these guys are.
Just strap in and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
You know, we're just here as friends to have fun, talk about Star Wars, and I mean, I've said stupid shit that
Yeah,
No,
we've
I'm
all
sure isn't
said
accurate.
Stuff that was
No,
way
dude,
off.
right now I'm already panicking to 1,000 because that's probably the first time he saw the episode. Or no, actually, he says he's been watching, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I was like, dude.
He's gonna find
doesn't
the
even
other
know-
times.
Yeah. Not only that, he's gonna be like, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Like, you
Oh
gotta
my
see
God.
those moments.
Yeah.
Oh
We should
my
make a
God. I can't wait.
compilation,
I
like
can't-
Silva's
we
best
fucking
moments.
will.
Oh hell no.
So just so you know, just for your peace of mind, I'll read you what else he said because it
Cool.
was nice.
Cool.
So he then responded again. He goes. He pretty much was saying like, thank you for replying. It's you know.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So he said never had one of my favorite YouTubers reply to me. I'm a grown ass man, geeked as hell. You replied, Lamau. May I ask which one of you is replying? So I responded and I was like, haha, thank you. You have no idea how much that means to us. We're so happy you're enjoying the show and what we do. I said it's Arakel replying at the moment, but Bella is here, and we both got a good laugh from your first comment. Manny really blows our minds pretty much all the time, so it's fun seeing people be blown away with his unique takes. I said thank you so much again for the support and kind words. May the force be with you. And then I guess here. So this is the last thing he said, which I loved. He goes, "You guys are the shit, man. Coolest freaking couple ever. I've begged my wife to get into Star Wars with zero luck. Thanks for the humility. That also means a lot to me as a fan." And then he goes, "And yes, that was hilarious. I'm so chronically obsessed with Star Wars, so I cringe at some people's comments as if everyone studies it like I do, Lamau." But
We gotta make that an audio.
Lamau.
Lamau.
And then he goes, "But I rewatched your reactions. Your faces were like, what the fuck did he just say?" Especially Bella.
I was like genuinely trying to see it from your point of view. Like I was like, okay, like let's hear it play out.
Yeah.
And just, oh my God. You know, like everything you said was accurate to Vader and to Palpatine.
No. Yeah,
like, you
no, it
know,
was.
like you weren't.
In terms of the Office
It was
references.
just like no, you were spot on with that. It was just like they're both dead.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
technically Palpatine's like cloning himself or whatever,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like yeah.
No,
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was
look,
funny. Though,
That's
yeah.
one of my favorite moments, like in general of our podcast.
God.
I just want to say that. And look, see, people get it.
Yeah.
People get it. It's like because we're still a relatively new show,
Yeah.
and obviously people are still kind of.
That's a bucket list check for me, but I know other things are coming, such as we're at a convention and someone hands me like a diorama for children of like, this is the timeline.
Oh my
Study it.
God, like
I
a
bet.
gift.
I can
Oh
already
my
see
god,
that.
guys! If you are listening and
Oh
you,
my
please send in like like if you were explaining
Like
Star Wars
timeline for dummies.
okay.
Oh god.
If you were let's say you're explaining Star Wars to like let's say a 4-year-old.
Oh.
For
my
Silva
God.
to really just understand.
What do you mean?
Please send him in,
Oh my God.
and then we'll see if he gets it
Probably
like
won't.
that.
Ridiculous.
No. It's funny because you do
Red lightsaber bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Lightsaber good.
Good guy, bad guy, good guy.
Oh
No,
my
but what's
God.
funny is like he genuinely does know a lot about the characters themselves, the story
yeah.
itself. But it's funny when like you fucking like
Okay, but also we also jump around a lot
We do
and we
jump
go on
around.
tangents and like even I won't know what you're talking about. You won't know what I'm
Dude,
talking
you
about.
guys
So
will
for
go
him to like
you guys
be
will go
confused all the
canon,
time.
EU, fan fiction, canon. What do you call it?
Like
the
all-
raunchy
theories.
stories people.
Fanfic.
yeah, fanfics.
Yeah, like
You
all
go
the
back to
weird
canon.
stuff. Yeah.
It's like I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Full stop. Yeah, we
So yeah.
Ask me about Starkiller though.
oh my
yeah.
God, you won't get any of that wrong.
My God. Speaking of Starkiller, there is something I think we'll not right now. I'm gonna save it for a little later in the episode, but he is coming up.
He's suddenly interested.
But yeah, moral of the story is we like to have fun here. We don't take ourselves too seriously.
No.
And if you're looking for a podcast that reports every bit of Star Wars news and like a Like a newsroom?
Oh,
That's
oh
not
no,
us.
no, no.
That's not us.
That is not. That will never be us.
This is the nerds behind the comic shop talking about Star Wars.
Literally.
Yep.
Or like, yeah, when you go to like a game shop
the
or a
back
comic
alley,
shop,
yeah.
and there's like those two dudes that are there on like a Tuesday afternoon,
Oh,
like
God.
no lives.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
us. I'm
that's
not. I'm not making fun of those people. We
No,
are
that's
those
literally
people.
that's actually us.
That's us.
Just comic shop today.
life.
Just
Double
went
comic up on a Tuesday afternoon.
through.
We just like. That's why I love our podcast so much. Is like we
It's
literally
super
do
lighthearted.
this. We
Yeah.
do this all day long though. Like
Yeah.
so. With a podcast, it's literally just like we just put a mic
Just
on
record it.
and we're recording what we're like. You know, we've been doing this
Yeah.
Yeah.
for so long. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
we like to have fun.
Let's go to
We
my
like to
memes
be
so
silly.
people don't think I don't know Jack.
Your memes?
Yeah, put some memes on that.
Give us that
Instagram
niche
group.
meme, Silva.
All right, let's see. Let's see what you got. And once again, thank you again to
Yeah.
Jedi Zen 93.
Yes,
Um,
I absolutely love that
Yeah,
comment.
He passed the vibe
I mean,
check.
we're still laughing about it, so
Pretty much.
love it.
The first of many Manny comments.
We're like, what the
I need
fuck
to mentally
is he
prepare.
talking about? I love it. I love it. All right. You said you had some
Yeah, I
memes.
mean, any of those.
Any of your memes?
And memes.
Let's see.
Should I start?
Yeah,
Guessing, probably?
it's if you'd like.
Cool.
Okay.
So any. So yeah, that's
Oh,
somehow
that
Mock
came
getting
Oh my god,
dead ass.
that's perfect.
I'm
That's
pretty sure
actually-
that's gonna happen.
That's
though.
actually pretty funny. He died the exact same way.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then explosion,
An
right?
explosion.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm sure that Beskar.
No,
That
I
Beskar
still
had
think
to
he's
have held
alive, dude.
I
That
think so, too.
Beskar is like.
I think so too. Some people
he was
are like,
pretty much in like a mech suit.
he's
so
in like
it's
an
not-
Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like he just had armor on. He was fully encased.
Yeah, like very well, like in the
And-
best possible suit you could be wearing to survive an explosion. He's
Yeah.
wearing it.
Yeah.
But then again, who knows? He probably did. He could have died.
Yeah. It's
It's
either way.
But if they wanted to be like, he's alive but fucked up, they could.
They could make him like a cyborg.
They could make him like grieve. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So like kind of reverting back to like the Phase Zero Dark Trooper, where it's like part of their, like it's like cybernetics.
You could say that was a
Mhm.
foreshadowing because who fucked up Din?
Yeah, the first Dark Trooper.
No, like
do you mean?
when he got captured, he was getting his blood drained. That
Oh, like that.
Weird.
It's kind of like a
yeah.
cyborg thing.
So-
yeah.
foreshadowing.
Perhaps.
Very possible.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
Valid
seen,
theories.
We've seen the
Not so bad
cybernetic
for a fake fan,
enhancements
huh?
a lot in like
it's under my skin the whole episode. Nah, it's okay.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Read it out loud for the list.
So Silva likes to send the fucking the memes that circulate for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh god, is it gonna be a Manny moment? Stop it. Next.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Still
so
hilarious.
it's the
I mean when did this movie come out? Like 20 years ago?
yeah. No, I mean
2000.
it's not that long, but it's been so it's the Ron Weasley meme.
Nimbus 2000.
Yeah, when he's getting or when Harry gets the Nimbus, but it's instead of the Nimbus, it's Anakin's lightsaber, and then Ron going, "That's not just any lightsaber, it's the Youngling Slayer 9000."
Well, still funny.
It is still funny.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
still
it is.
funny.
Oh yeah, that one's really interesting.
Oh yeah, I think I saw this, but it's cool. Let's show it. I guess.
Is there
I guess we
audio?
don't.
I
There
mean,
is, but
music?
I
No,
don't
there's no-
usually do this at conventions, but we're about to ambush some fans who will not expect me to be dressed
This is really cool.
in my own costume.
what I find funny.
Hopefully
see
they
this?
will have no
Yeah.
idea that I am indeed the armorer. This is the way to the entrance. It's
Her
the
laugh.
Hulk. Hello, Hulk. Got my eye on you.
It sounds like it's literally her.
Yeah.
I do feel like
Because-
we need to have
I was about to say it sounds
You know,
just like
like
her. It is her,
a day
but
of
it's like
beauty with
if
the
I
armor.
heard her
How does
Yeah,
she
be like,
care for her skin
that's it.
under her helmet?
Or that's a really good like.
How does she keep her hands soft underneath those leathery gloves?
So
We've got some stormtroopers. Look
So if
out
you're
for
listening,
them.
it's
Already?
Emily
Oh, look at-
Swallow
oh, Wally.
at a convention
Got
dressed up
dueling
as the armorer,
Mandos.
but
Hello?
nobody knows it's her under there.
You better
it's
watch
funny.
out. That guy might take it. Uh-oh. Oh,
And
yes.
she's being silly. She's like making jokes, and everyone's like, "Who is this weird lady?"
Why is she talking to us?
Says, I've seen one Grogu, I've seen them all. I want a picture with Mr. Vader. Take our picture.
The armorer.
Which is PA, but...
The pointing.
And then I'm Amanda Warrior.
No, like
We have
literally,
a Mando
if I was
over
there
here
and I
who's
was hearing her,
removed
I'd
his
be like, "You
helmet.
sound just like her."
Troubling.
Yeah.
I'd have been like,
My
"Take helmet."
designer.
I
Take
can't.
her.
I
It's
can't.
against my religion.
That's right. That's also like one
We
of the
don't
coolest
usually
armor
do this at
costumes I've seen.
conventions, but we're about to ambush.
I mean, is that like from the set?
Or maybe, I guess that would make sense.
I think I don't know.
But yeah, that was cool. That's really cool. There's a longer version where she takes off her helmet and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
She
it's
does
her."
a reveal.
She's like they reveal that it was her.
Yeah.
But I love that. She's like super cool with the community and stuff.
Yeah.
Then
I love
there's
it.
2 Lego ones, and then that's it.
Oh, 2 Lego ones.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there music?
Anakin, I need you to watch the younglings while I'm gone. Look, just treat them like you treat your own children. I bet. Okay, younglings, I brought back blue milk here. Oh my god, Anakin! What have you done to their hands? You said treat them like my own children. Not like that, you fucking idiot!
Oh.
Anakin, I need you to watch the younglings while I'm gone. Look, just treat them like you treat your...
It's a Skywalker tradition.
Hey.
Yeah.
Deep cut. Deep cut.
Deep cut.
All right, one more.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pop-up helps.
Good, Anakin, good. Kill him. Yeah, right. Oh, wow. Yeah. There was no resistance. There was no pushback. You just did it. Your Excellency, that bearded prick has been taunting me for the past 2 years of the Clone Wars, and I was this close to killing him on Naboo.
Oh
Yes,
my
but
God.
he was an unarmed prisoner. You cut off his hands. Surely that's not the Jedi way, though, right? I couldn't care if he was a Sith Lord, a wizard, a Jabberwocky, or a fucking dentist. Okay, Anakin, you're really starting to scare me, and I'm the one trying to turn you to the dark side. Yeah, what was that? Nothing. Let's get off the ship.
Scary.
Good, Anakin.
That's funny.
Kill him. Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, alright. I should make that a soundbite.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Kill him. Yeah, all right. Oh my god, I love that.
Lego humor is like
Lego
top
humor is
tier.
the best humor.
Yeah.
Is the best humor.
Cause like they find the perfect medium of like dark humor,
Yeah.
but they make it fun.
Yeah.
Well, they're Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love it.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Any,
So
any videos you guys came across on?
I think there's a couple in my folder, like in my Dropbox.
your Dropbox. Here,
Yeah.
Let me see real quick because I can't remember if I saved something. Okay. So there's a topic on here, but we'll
Come back.
come back to it.
Okay.
All right. So Bella, you had some. All right. Which ones?
Okay.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Wow, it's actually Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Let's see.
Who? All right. So why would you give Leia a lightsaber?
Why would you give Jinx a knife? She felt unsafe. Well, now I feel unsafe. I'm sorry. Would you like a knife?
So she's cosplaying as Padme.
Yeah.
So like the what dress is this? Is it called?
The picnic dress.
The picnic dress. So she's cosplaying Padme, and she's like, "Why would you give Leia a lightsaber?" She's acting like she's talking to Anakin.
Yeah.
And little Leia comes over with a swinging Anakin's
my
lightsaber. So yeah, that's funny.
And then the one with the grass.
The one with the grass.
So
Okay.
it says new boy on the block versus the husband that's been a part of the family for a decade.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh.
I laughed so hard. So for those of you guys that are just listening,
That's not Arakel, dude.
literally, the new boyfriend is helping the dad move like a grill or furniture or something. And
Yeah.
then the boyfriend that's been a part of the family for like a decade is holding two different. I don't. Is it like
They look like
wrapping
fucking.
paper?
They look like pipes. Like
I don't know, like pipes or
PVC
whatever. It looks like
PVC
lightsabers,
pipes, yeah.
like PVC pipes, and he's just going ham, like
let's
dueling
just,
himself.
Dual wielding
Yeah.
PVC pipes.
I think the best way to describe it is, you remember that move that Ahsoka trains for in Tales of the Jedi that she pulls off
Oh my
in
god.
season 7
Yeah.
against the clones.
He's
That's what
practicing
he's.
it.
It
That's
was
what he's
that.
doing. Like, watch it again.
But
Watch it again. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's like-
hey, that's
Ahsoka
form, though.
versus Maul.
yeah, that's Ahsoka versus her clones.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then last one, so it says R5 shows the wrong file.
Oh my god.
I
Here we go.
died. It's so good.
Is JC Fett?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Oh
I've
my
seen
God.
this.
Died.
Hang on, kid. Not until they check the toxicity. You got an analysis on the atmosphere yet? I'm just gonna sit here and say I love you and say hi and slay and yah.
Oh my god. I need to watch that again. I need to watch that again.
Hang on, kid. Not until they check the toxicity. You got an analysis on the atmosphere yet? I'm just gonna sit here and say I love you and say hi and slay and yah.
And then Mando throws R5 in a dumpster.
Oh god.
Damn droid!
Slutty daddy.
I love that.
Good
That
soup.
was so good.
That was hilarious.
Those are my contributions for the week.
That was perfect.
Very good. Wow.
you.
That was. You had good submissions.
That's 2 for
Wow.
2.
Wow.
2 for 2. All right. So one of the things I wanted to bring up and talk about was this came up or started circulating like right after we recorded last week's episode, and I thought it was definitely worth talking about because this is pretty crazy. So,
Okay.
First I saw this post on Instagram, and obviously this is just an Instagram post, so but obviously with merit. And I went and did my own research and looked for a bunch of stuff regarding this topic after I saw this. So pretty much what it reads is, and this was posted by Star Wars Legends Facts on Instagram.
Facts.
Bruh.
Facts. So it says, one of the developers for the original Battlefront III, which was canceled in 2008, has recently taken to Twitter to say that the game was 99% completed upon its cancellation.
What?
The game was so close to being released that concept art for Battlefront IV was actually drawn up. Swipe to see those sketches. And before I swiped to see those sketches, I was able to find an entire folder of all of, like, or not, I don't know if it was all, but a bunch of that concept art.
Okay.
Because this is just like a collage. And I was also able to find the very tweet from the developer that they're talking about. So let me open these. Yes, I'm sure I want to open them.
So, this was canceled by George.
So this was canceled.
Because it said 2008.
Yeah, but so from what I remember, this could be false.
Okay.
But from what I remember is this, because 2008 was only like was not that far after 2008
You sold.
they sold.
Yeah.
So leading up to that, they started like canceling stuff.
Okay.
Because they were
that makes
getting
sense.
he was getting prepared to sell, but I don't know.
Silence for 1313.
Yeah. And we've talked about this, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so but 2008, like they were still developing stuff. I don't know if I remember. I thought
2008 is when the Clone Wars came out.
Exactly.
That's why I'm like,
yeah. So that I don't know. Maybe that's
I mean, we don't know
I
why
don't know.
it was
I don't know.
canceled.
I don't
didn't
remember.
say.
Well, that's not that's not a part of this conversation. Where the moral of the story is it got canceled. We all know that.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much done.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the game dev that tweeted. So he was retweeting another tweet that said, "All right, game dev folks, what's your one that got away? It can be an IP you wanted to work on, a studio you wanted to work for, anything of the sort." So he retweeted it, and it's at Motley Grue, Grue. And he said, I feel like it's been long enough now to come out and say Star Wars Battlefront 3 was going to be legit incredible, and the fact it got canceled 2 yards from the finish line is an absolute crime. Gamers don't know what they were robbed of.
Damn.
Yeah, so we've talked about this before. We've talked about this, I think a couple times before on the show, that, they were even able to release some of those files that people were able to then use as mods for the original, original Battlefront 2 on like PC and stuff. So I've played like the bare bones of what Battlefront 3 would have been, and it's amazing. And it's like one game mode because that's all that they released, right? And it's that like flying from, like in the Battlefronts 1 and 2, you either had ground battles or space battles. Yeah. Battlefront 3 combined both. So you could go from a space battle, go down into the atmosphere, and join the ground battle, and you could do the opposite as well. Mm-hmm. So it would have been an incredible game. But what I really wanted to point out was, I think what was the coolest part was, yes, Battlefront 3 would have been awesome, but Battlefront 4. So Battlefront 4 was apparently going to focus more on not just the factions that we already knew and the heroes that we already knew. It was pretty much going to step into a Star Wars what if. Oh. So the heroes and the villains that we would have seen in Battlefront 4. I mean, let me just show you.
Oh God.
Redeemed Vader.
What?
Based on Hayden Christensen. So look at that. So this is the first one. This is my favorite one. Look at him.
That is so cool.
So they were gonna include like a ton of so cool. Like what if, so like light side Vader or Redeemed Vader
EA take notes
or like EA take notes. Either like something like this, or like a dark side Obi-Wan or a dark side Luke, which those are both on here. So we'll take a look at them.
I love Star Wars what ifs.
Yeah, and look, and this is something like the Redeemed Vader. I think that's something that so many people have already kind of like I think a lot of us have always kind of speculated like, oh, what would he look like if he did live after redeeming himself, right?
So is this vanilla ice cream Vader? Or?
Technically, but it's still him like young. Like you can still see that it's Hayden Christensen, right? But he's got the same scar. He looks freaking awesome, by the way. And then they did. What's funny is they did a version with the eyebrows burnt off. So it was pretty funny. But I love this one is absolutely awesome. And then there's freaking Dark Obi-Wan.
Yo!
Look at this. So this is old Ben. So it's like old Ben, or this is pretty much Obi-Wan if he stayed in the Empire.
Wow.
Like, and look at how cool the details here are. So he still has like that like Clone Wars style armor or Vader style armor, right? Like the chest piece. So yeah, here Vader style Sith collar. And honestly, I like the version of him with hair better.
Yeah, it looks more like him.
More like him, but it's still really cool. Like, look at him. And then he's wearing like the Imperial officer uniform.
Dude.
I absolutely love this design for him.
I don't mean to go on a side tangent, but I think it's like a really interesting conversation.
Yeah. What?
I think Obi-Wan is one of the best Jedi of all time because of everything he lived through. He never fell.
Yeah.
But in this what if...
Not only did he never fall, but he never broke his vows as a Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
He never, ever.
Yeah.
He said he would have. He said he would have.
I would have if you told me, but I would have left.
And
then sinned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But my question is, if Obi-Wan did fall, what do you think would have done it?
Ooh.
Of all the things, like,
That's
would
a
it
good
be
one.
Satine? Would it be Anakin
Well, I mean,
falling? Would he join Anakin?
We already know it would not have been Satine because we see Satine die in his arms. So that alone, like, how strong do you have to be to not fall?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Happened to the best of us.
So
right?
it would have to be something that didn't happen, you mean?
It would have to be something that didn't happen, and I'm trying to think of what.
Maybe.
I think that, I don't know. It's hard to say because Obi-Wan, like you're saying, it's like he was the best example of a Jedi.
He lost his master, didn't fall. He lost his Padawan, didn't fall. He lost the love of his life, he didn't fall.
Maybe
so, like,
that.
what would
he lost because we have a redeemed Anakin. Imagine Anakin turns, Obi-Wan finds out, Obi-Wan then joins because he feels guilty, and then Anakin comes back, but Obi-Wan stays.
Like, you mean you could see Obi-Wan joining Anakin in an attempt to bring him back?
The only way I could see Obi-Wan ever following this path is if the transition from the Republic to the Empire was more low-key. More gradual.
Like, instead of Order 66?
Where he was slowly, not just him, but him and other Jedi were slowly, like,
dissuaded.
Seduced by the dark side.
Like Dooku?
Kind of, maybe. Like Dooku.
A little bit slower. But
like well-intentioned.
Like, I think,
frustrated.
here, that you made me, you triggered something. I think that if along the lines of Dooku, where he has spent his entire life serving the Jedi, the Jedi Order, not just the Jedi Order, but the Republic.
Yeah.
And he held his master in his arms as he died, fighting the first Sith in 1,000 years, right?
Traumatized.
So his master died. Pretty much his father dies in his arms, but he goes on. He keeps going. Then the love of his life dies in his arms. He keeps going. If Anakin would have died, and they kept going,
shit!
If Anakin died, I think that is when it would start, like, tipping, like a tipping point.
Because no, you're right. Because so much of Obi-Wan's faith is in the prophecy of the chosen one, of Anakin returning and defeating Sith.
And Anakin is the reason that his master died.
Yeah.
It's not Anakin's fault. But,
But that ideal of, because he held on to the prophecy for so long.
Not just that, it's like it was his master's dying wish.
Yeah.
And if Anakin died, then Qui-Gon would have died in vain.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, I want to see a what if.
That would be so
what if
interesting.
argument, dude. A what if argument, like Padme pissed the hell off because of it and resenting Obi-Wan.
Look, okay, let me go deeper, and this is gonna get dark. This is gonna
go ahead, jump in.
This is gonna get dark. I think that the only way I could see Obi-Wan becoming this is if Anakin died, because then that would lead him down like dark thoughts of, well, then my master died for nothing.
Yeah.
And what am I fighting for?
Yeah.
What
Anakin was his responsibility.
Yeah, Anakin was his responsibility.
So he'd feel
it was
guilt.
Pretty much his son, or his little brother, right?
Yeah.
And not just that, but if Padme died the way she died in canon, in the movies, I don't think she would have made it through childbirth if Anakin died.
Oh.
So then,
you mean if she knew Anakin died?
If Anakin died while she was pregnant, I think she would have died. Like, I think she would have lost the kids, and maybe she could have died.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
Okay, because that is what kills her.
Because it's
in the
such
movies.
a huge trauma.
Yeah.
Of Anakin dying, and then I think that would.
Very, like,
and
possible.
then if Obi-Wan saw that happen to Padme, and not only that, like she loses, it's very dark.
Yeah.
I said it was gonna be very dark.
No, but yeah.
And she loses like the kids, and then she dies or whatever.
And then
everyone's
just gone.
And then what happens in Revenge of the Sith, which is, I think Palpatine would have still taken over.
Oh yeah.
He still would have taken over.
He had plan
Shit would
B,
have still
C,
happened.
D, E, F, G, H, I,
I think
J.
that eventually what would have happened with Obi-Wan would have been, my master died for nothing.
Yeah.
My apprentice, the chosen one, or the one we believed to be the chosen one, died for nothing. His wife that I knew he had in secret
and never said anything about
died for nothing. And now you're telling me that this entire war was a sham?
Damn.
I think he would have gone to face the Emperor, and instead of killing the Emperor or the Emperor killing him, the Emperor would have turned him with all of that anger and frustration that was coming out of them.
Dude.
After figuring out that the entire war, everyone that's died, not just clones, but Jedi and civilians and the people that he's loved, they all died for nothing. Because then at that point, there's no hope. There's no Luke. There's no Leia. There's no Anakin.
There's no chance
no hope.
of.
It would have been him and Yoda maybe, but
question though, in that timeline, since Anakin's dead, who's the protagonist?
It would be Obi-Wan.
No, Obi-Wan's.
Oh, if he turns.
In that timeline specifically.
That's the thing. Maybe Yoda. Probably Yoda. Because if let's say, for argument's sake, because there's so many angles that we would have to take into consideration, let's just narrow it down to what we see in Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Is we see like the main people that survive. It's Obi-Wan, Yoda, Anakin obviously becomes Darth Vader, Palpatine. So like pretty much the people we see in the OT, right? Anakin would be dead. Padme would be dead. There would be no Skywalker children. So it would just be Palpatine. So it'd be Palpatine, Obi-Wan, and Yoda.
Yeah.
I think Obi-Wan would go face Palpatine.
Oh, what about Ahsoka though?
Ahsoka. That's right.
What about Windu? He wouldn't have died.
True. Well, we don't know because let's say Order 66 still.
But come on, he would have pulled a Yoda.
Chances are he would have lived. Chances are he would have lived. But then let's say, I don't know. There's so many. There's so many.
Yeah, when you kill Anakin, it completely changes everything. Every timeline, he's the nexus point.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
I could see it happening where instead of Mace, Kit, and the other Jedi that go with him to face Palpatine, I could see it being Mace, Obi-Wan, a frustrated Obi-Wan that wants revenge for his or wants justice for Anakin and everyone who's died. So it would be Mace, Obi-Wan, possibly Yoda.
And Ahsoka wouldn't be there?
I don't think Ahsoka would be.
She would be at the Siege of Mandalore still?
Probably.
Okay.
But then again, Obi-Wan was part of the Outer Rim sieges. He was on... For argument's sake, let's say he doesn't go do that. No.
Okay.
Let's say they find out Palpatine is the Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And maybe Palpatine is the one that kills Anakin.
Yeah.
When Anakin's like... When he reveals himself as the Sith Lord, maybe that's instead of Anakin going, I'd certainly like to, he does try to kill him, but then Palpatine gets the better of him.
Yeah.
Right? So then Palpatine is revealed to be the Sith Lord that they've been looking for. Then Obi-Wan, Mace, and Yoda, let's just say they go. And I would totally see Obi-Wan losing his grip and trying to kill Palpatine. And then maybe Mace tries to stop him.
Oh.
Right? It kind of flips where Mace tries to stop him and saying, hey, that's not the Jedi way.
Like, screw
and
that.
And not only that, they're in front of the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. because Yoda is there.
Yeah, so Yoda's like, what was that?
And then I could see the way he turns is he's trying to kill Palpatine, but ends up killing Mace for getting in the way.
True.
And then it's like, you can't undo that.
And you can't undo that. Well, that's why Anakin, bent the knee.
Damn.
That's great. That's fucking crazy. Like,
yeah.
Lucasfilm.
We gotta write this one.
Lucasfilm hired this man.
I don't know. That's how I could see it happening, because I don't think it would just be like, oh, I'm sad and he becomes
it's like
Junior.
He lets his emotions get the best of him
when he never has.
Makes a mistake.
Yeah. Because at this point it's like I've spent my whole life believing in these values and these ideals.
Yeah.
And then at the end of all of this, it was like none of it mattered.
Yeah.
Everyone died for nothing.
Yeah.
And then he would find out, well, all of this has just been Palpatine pulling the strings.
Yeah.
And in reality, he's the only one, like, he's the reason anything good or bad has happened in these past however many years.
And, like, he had no control over his own life.
Exactly.
Like, he thought he had control. Like, he thought he was making his own decisions.
Yeah, that breaks anyone, dude.
He
exactly.
thought he
That's
was,
what I mean.
You know?
The only reason that Obi-Wan did not fall to the dark side after Episode 3 in canon, I would say, is because there was hope.
Yeah, there was a plan.
There was a plan. There was hope.
I think that moment came to him, when he saw the birth of...
Yeah, when he saw the kids. Exactly.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he still had... Like, I think he still had...
He got a new... not dying wish, but when Yoda said, hey, you take Leia to...
Yeah.
Organa
and then you're gonna train with Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very hard to say, because Obi-Wan is like the Jedi that I know realistically would never fall.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think he would die before he fell.
Yeah. I think so.
But that was a really like solid theory.
Yeah.
Of like an alternate.
Well, thank you.
How many more
just came up with it.
Pictures are there?
Yeah.
There's a bunch.
Who else are we gonna...
We're on the second one.
Oh, heck.
There's another Obi-Wan one, which I think is cool. This one's nice.
She's got that gold silver chain.
Yeah, look at
Cuban
that.
chain.
Sith ornamentation. That's
cool.
That drip. His robes look really cool. It's literally
shiny boots.
It's literally, I think, his outfit from Episode 3, just black and with that chain. Different haircut, more like a military style.
It doesn't suit him though. It's really cool,
doesn't.
but it really doesn't suit. Like
doesn't.
The dark robes do not suit him.
It doesn't. But it's really cool. So there's Dark Obi-Wan, young Dark Obi-Wan. Look at that.
Oh my god, that's sick.
So this one's pretty cool. I like this one.
The middle headshot looks like Breaking Bad.
Oh, it does.
Walter.
It does.
I am the one who knocks.
Oh, this one's cool. So this is Jedi Ventress.
Ooh.
So this is a little.
Cool.
Some of them are a little blurry. So pardon our dust. But this is. I really love the colors on like this middle one.
Yeah.
I really like her with the ponytail.
Let Bella have this one.
Me
Let Bella have this one because she's the fashionista.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what's his name? From Avatar.
Oh, fucking
Zuko?
Zuko, yeah.
Looks like Zuko.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's awesome. I think it's close to like what she wears as a Sith.
Yeah.
But I like
the
their
neck
like take on
thing?
it. Yeah, the neck piece is really cool. I like that her arms are still wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I think that's one of the coolest aesthetics in Star Wars. And that's what I love about like Rey's Force Awakens look is like that kind of, it's very like rugged and like, you know, scavenger like type vibe. And then I always love like when there's like layers and like a centerpiece, like a focal point, like with Revan's like outfit.
Yeah, like the flap.
Yeah, that like tabard or
whatever
really
cool.
it's called. Yeah, that's really cool. I'd like to see her with more jewelry. I think that could be cool, but also
could be
like
cool. But it is
the
Jedi
don't.
Like a
they're not
pendant in the
flashy.
ear,
So
yeah,
probably. Like a pendant in the ear.
Maybe,
yeah, like
that
something
could be
cool.
like an earring or something.
Yeah.
I mean, she's really cool though. I like it. Like I said, I love the colors.
I like that the makeup's still dark.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That's cool.
So wait, would you have a purple lightsaber?
I could see that.
I could see that. Yeah, that could be cool. Dual purple lightsabers. That's badass.
That would be cool.
That's badass.
Becomes Mace's apprentice. Oh, shit, that would fit so good.
So yeah.
Yeah.
They have the same like
temperament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both bald.
Oh my god. Perfect.
Perfect. All right.
What more could you ask? That's dope. That's really
let's
cool.
see. Oh, so non-cyborg Grievous. So this is actually what he looks like. This is pretty much what he looks like in the EU.
Yeah.
Where they show him before he's a cyborg.
We saw someone cosplaying him at C2E2 or WonderCon.
I think it was WonderCon.
I was literally in awe.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
love the samurai.
no
plates.
way.
Looks like a samurai.
The
Yeah,
armor.
yeah. It's really cool. So what's cool about this is, and this is a little EU background. So the hook, or I don't know how they're pronounced, but it's the giant praying mantises we see in the cantina. They used to, there were them and the Kalish people. They were at war with each other. And I'm pretty sure Grievous fought in that war. So what's cool about this look specifically is that they used pieces of defeated Hook.
Oh, okay. Good.
And they used it as his armor. So you see those
That's
green.
cool.
Yeah, the shin.
Yeah, the shins, and then like over here on the chest.
Wait,
and
so is
shoulders.
that like exoskeleton?
Yeah.
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 Oh shit, that's his body?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was his
Badass.
armor.
No.
That's wild. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think that's.
I like that it says cape sewn from fabrics of fallen comrades.
That's badass.
Like
That's metal.
trophy, kind of like. Don't the
Kinda like
Trandoshans do that?
Kinda. Yeah. Or like how Boba Fett has like the Wookiee braids
like
and stuff
pelts
like that.
and
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
braids,
What if
yeah.
question? Because I feel like he would still be a collector. What would he collect now?
His
Here,
trophies?
I think. Well, I mean,
It could still be.
the exoskeleton of these fools, but he could still. He could still. I mean, if he's fighting Jedi,
What I love,
he could still be collecting.
I'll reference this to the
lightsabers.
first episode of Visions. I loved how he was just collecting red kyber crystals
Yeah.
like a badass.
It's
So
really cool.
something like that.
Yeah.
I could say that.
Maybe he just collects the Jedi crystals.
Yeah.
Like the crystals of their lightsabers instead of the lightsaber itself.
Yeah.
Because here he doesn't have 4 arms, so
True.
he could only wield 2.
True.
But I mean, yeah.
That's
I-
so cool.
I
I
love-
love,
yeah.
concept art. That's
Yeah.
like. Oh
Look at that.
my god.
Oh my god.
So that's Dark Mace Windu, and I think there
That's
was
like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
right. So yeah,
If you guys are just listening to the podcast, you should
Yeah.
really go on our
Yes.
YouTube
and
look
watch
at
it,
this
check it out.
concept art because
It's really cool.
this is
Does he
so
have a
impressive.
Purple kyber crystal in his eye or something. Like, why is it
looks
glowing?
like I
It's
really
like-
don't know why, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Gives like monk vibes with the whole signet
Yeah.
and his belt and then wrapping around.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I love the way that the robes are like folded over
Yeah,
each other
like
and
draped.
stuff. It's really really cool. There was a full piece, like the full body, but the only one I found was like 8-bit, and I was like, what the fuck? So this
Like,
was
really
like the
low
best
quality.
looking one
I
I,
know,
could
but
find.
No, that's
dude, it's
so
awesome.
cool.
So that's Dark Mace, and Vader without the suit.
Yo.
So this one's pretty cool. So it's like if he didn't get fucked up.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Darth Vader if he won, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Probably it's just the folds in the sketch, but it looks a little baggy, no?
Yeah, it's just well,
I
also like the
how-
Sith are corrupted. Like they get dark side. The dark side fucking wrecks you. So
Yeah.
I could totally see him deteriorating.
I like that his robes look like his, like a suit, like his Vader
Yeah,
suit.
his Vader
it
suit,
has
so-
like the lines.
Oh,
Yeah, it says mix of costume between Anakin's Jedi uniform and the Darth Vader outfit, but omitting the cybernetic parts.
This would be such a cool cosplay.
This would be really cool.
I should do it.
You should do it, yeah. Look at that. Like I love the chain still.
Yeah.
And then like imagine him with his lightsaber, but it's red.
Yeah.
You know, the Skywalker lightsaber with a red blade. That'd be sad to see, honestly.
I feel like the cape is kind of throwing me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
feel like it should be robes instead of a cape.
Robes?
That's just me. That's
I
just
guess.
me.
But it's Vader has the cape. That's why.
Yeah, it's a Vader
Because we're pretty
element.
much, because it's pretty much his Jedi robes, but instead of the tunic underneath being robes, it's like that texture that Vader has on
I
his
like how they
leather
kept the
suit.
chain that's holding the cape together.
Yeah,
The signature, like, chain link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see him like this, but with robe, like a Jedi.
I'm saying it's
robe.
like black Jedi robe with that chain.
I think that it maybe like this, even if it was the cape, but with a hood.
Ooh.
That could be cool. Because, you know, Sith with a hood.
Yeah, it just
That's
iconic.
part of the uniform.
It's iconic.
But it's still really cool.
Yeah. No, this is awesome. I love seeing stuff like this.
Another Dark Obi-Wan.
Whoa.
This one's freaking insane. So
That's
this one's a little blurrier. So I hope you guys can see it. But yeah, this is like episode 1 Dark Obi-Wan. And I guess they made him with like more hair.
That C one looks like Luke from The Last Jedi.
Oh, damn. It does. But it's cool because I think they used the like details from like Anakin's glove for a lot of it, like inspired.
That's cool.
And then like his boots. But
That's cool. I like that they included the references.
yeah. So
You
there's
should
that.
do What If.
Dark Side Leia.
Yo!
So Dark Side Leia.
Oh my God.
There's like 4 versions of it. Or of her.
That's so cool.
So yeah, these are really, really cool.
Okay, the one on the right though,
This one? Yeah.
the
Badass.
gold from like the Hutt Slayer,
Yeah.
but it being like armor, that's fucking cool.
That's badass. Let's zoom into it a little more.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, I would cosplay that.
Let's do it.
That's so cool.
Do it. Look, this lightsaber is pretty freaking gnarly. It has like a little fucking shank on the opposite end.
It has.
Imagine if like Leia was captured, like all that happens, right? Leia's captured.
When she
but when
stays
she
captured?
she kills Jabba, but like she turns to the dark side
For
because
killing him?
she like taps into the Force and
Ooh.
like kills
Or-
him with rage.
Or when Vader tells Luke, probably I'll train your sister instead, and then
and he does.
And he does.
There we go. Or
What if Vader?
well, look, because this outfit is specifically inspired by that point in time.
Yeah.
Where she was, enslaved by Jabba the Hutt. So, if something pushed Leia to this point,
Yeah.
I would say she stayed a slave. Like, they failed their mission.
Yeah.
And she stayed under ownership of Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
And eventually escaped, but she escaped having to probably tap
in.
into the dark
Yeah,
side
yeah,
and fucking killing everybody in the palace.
Damn.
Everyone.
Oh my God.
See what I mean?
Need
Like,
all these what ifs on the
Dude,
series.
you need to start writing these, like, write some fan fictions.
maybe we'll see.
Maybe you already came up
Maybe.
with 2 of the coolest ones I've
Smack
ever
you.
heard.
Okay, yeah, I probably will. All right, so Dark Side Leia, and then this one's cool, Jedi Maul. So he doesn't have
Ooh.
any of the tattoos, and the only thing is it doesn't.
Straight edge Maul.
Yeah, straight
Yeah, he found God.
So it says subtle variation on basic Jedi garb, no facial tattoos to remove association with the Sith. Mellowed facial expression replaces perpetual grimace of Darth Maul. As a further variation, Maul's horns could be longer if he is older. Oh, like this one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's really cool, but it's
But
Maul is so cool.
It's like
Yeah.
when
Maul is
someone
really
has
cool.
like
so cool. Like
to me,
to
this
change
feels
him.
like when you know someone and they have like the lumberjack beard and all of a sudden they shave it off.
Yeah.
You're like,
like something's
I mean,
missing. Yeah.
That's
So
how
like when you
Yeah.
shave and you look like a 10-year-old.
pretty much. Yeah.
Literally same vibe.
This one's cool. Evil Chewbacca.
Whoa.
What?
Evil Chewbacca. So this one has a
This is sad.
I know, it's super sad, but it's cool.
It is cool.
So this is it kind of reminds me of like the Chewie in Shadows of the Empire when he's like in his disguise.
I
think it's cool. There's a lot of elements that I can see that they kind of were inspired from. So it says stolen Wookiee armor, and then he has scarring from enslavement. That's insane. Yeah. Damn, look at his chest. These are all scars. I didn't notice that the first time.
Oh. That's what I was looking at.
Scalps of defeated enemies. Jeez.
Yeah, this is
control collar. Damn.
He would not be.
Also, probably they got him as a gladiator type of thing.
Oh yeah. Probably like Black Chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
Also, I want Star Wars Hunters to come out already.
Oh yeah, what the hell? Star Wars Hunters.
Okay. Was that supposed to come out like last year?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really cool concept.
Yeah.
But it is sad. We love Chewie. You know that. If it wasn't obvious.
Yeah. Can you tell?
Can you tell?
Look at Arakel's doodles.
Stop! Don't show him that. So gross.
I like your battle dog.
Roger.
Roger.
All right. This one's also really cool. Also very blurry, but this is dark side. This is Dark Luke, and there's a lot of different.
The dark side wasn't kind to his face.
No. So you can tell they took a lot of inspiration with like how Vader looks very like gray and pale
and dead.
I love what is the concept? B with a mask. Ooh,
yeah, that one's really cool. So the mask on B is apparently inspired by like Plo Koon's.
Yeah.
Mask.
Oh yeah.
So
that's cool.
But like different, obviously. I don't know. I think I would do the mask. And I do kind of like that he's bald, but at the same time, if they gave him like the reborn Emperor Palpatine hair, that would be fucking awesome. Like the
you gotta do a widow's peak. That means you're evil.
Have to.
Like,
or the Thrawn pullback.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I also think it's pretty interesting that they decided to just give him the eyes of Vader's mask on this one on A. But
what do you mean?
That's what it is.
That's what on A here. It's just Vader's eyes, like the mask.
Oh yeah.
Which is interesting, but kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like a mosquito.
I think I like. Yeah. I like this one. I think the best. Like the long robes here.
It's
like
very like regal.
Yeah. So like I would do the bottom half of this, top half of C, with the hair and mask. I think that would be freaking awesome.
And obviously we don't know what this, like how he turned, but I'm assuming this is he kills Vader and the Emperor.
I think so.
Or he kills the Emperor and joins Vader.
I would see this being Luke if they went with that ending that they say that was thrown around when they were making Episode 6, where he then sits down on the throne after killing Vader and Palpatine and saying, "Now I am a Darth Vader."
Damn.
If that had happened, that's the Luke I see.
So that wouldn't be like the father and son duo.
Kinda. Yeah. Well, yeah. If he joined Vader in overthrowing the Emperor.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because
that's so cool.
That's really cool. Sad because
we were robbed,
actually,
dude.
his legs look like Ahsoka's in season 7.
Oh
Her
yeah, they do.
Mandalorian armor.
That's right. It does.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That's cool.
All right, there's still a few more, but we'll make it quick. So this one's really cool. I love this one. This is Dark
I love
Mace.
the face paint, dude.
The face paint, the white here. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. Even this one, the one with the purple like details here on his face. This one, these I think 2 and 3 I think are my favorite. They're really cool. But Dark Mace, and I love that he still has the purple lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's sick as fuck.
That's really cool.
There's that. Then there's Jedi Dooku, which we've seen.
Yeah.
Right? Which is cool. More Jedi Dooku. Jedi Leia. Look at her.
I like the braids.
Right? We were
That's
robbed.
cool.
We were robbed. Not just in this game, but we really should have seen more of Jedi Leia. I hope we see more Jedi Leia in like what's to come.
Yeah.
You know?
There's
the second season of Tales?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, speaking of, so In the last issue of Hidden Empire, the Kira storyline in the comics, if you guys have not read it, I highly recommend it. It was really good. Pretty much the last page, after we see what happens with Kira and that whole conflict and everything that happens, pretty much that whole storyline is being told to Luke Skywalker at his new Jedi Order, years down, like years later after it happened, from a holo recording. And so when the story is over, it takes you out of that story, and then it shows you Luke had just heard that whole story.
Yeah.
And then Leia walks in, and she has her lightsaber, like on her hip.
Yeah.
And they like talk a little bit, and like that's it. That's it's like 1 or 2 pages.
Okay.
And it's over. But what I'm trying to say is, I think Leia spent more time as a Jedi than we think in canon.
Yeah.
So I think we can definitely. I think we will definitely see more Jedi Leia. We should.
Okay, but she gets pregnant after the Battle of Endor, like that night.
Well, she can give birth and then become a Jedi, you know, or like then train.
So her training had to happen
after she had Ben. Yeah.
But then, do we know? We don't know when she says
in the movie,
because she says like, "I gave up being a Jedi to like raise Ben," right? Isn't that?
I think no. I mean, I don't remember. Guys, fact check us on this. But from what I remember is the explanation they gave us was that as soon as she was done with her training, which I don't think that is the case. I think that she trained, spent time as a Jedi, and then gave it up. Mm-hmm. Because what they tell us in the movie, again, from what I remember, is she gave it up after she was done training and gave her lightsaber and said pretty much like, there's going to be someone else who needs it. Give it to her. And she was talking about Rey, I guess. Mm-hmm. So that all I'm saying is we're not really clear
of the exact
time and how
duration.
Okay. But even during her training, she could have gone on adventures with Luke as a Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Like you're a Padawan for most of your life, so I don't think she trained for 2 years and was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm bored.
What's the point?
Check it off my bucket list.
Exactly.
Become a Jedi.
There's 30 years.
Yeah.
30 years in between 6 and 7. We can totally see Jedi Leia.
I know that she gave up like being a Jedi, but did she cut herself off from the Force too, or no?
No, I don't think so. No, no, she didn't.
So it's pretty much just like, I'm not gonna fight your stupid war.
Mm-hmm. I think Luke did though. That's
Luke,
why.
Yeah, Luke cuts
did.
himself off. Yeah.
But yeah, all right. I think there's more Jedi Leia in here. There's another Jedi Ventress, which is really cool.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah, that's sick.
Nice.
The high-low skirt.
Right?
That's
cool.
Like
it. She's sick. Is that more Jedi Maul?
That feels more
Ray Park.
Yeah.
More Ray Park, but you know, I would still like to see him with like either face paint or like something on it, you know. Damn, Dark Leia, another one.
She would ruin your life.
You'd
fall in love with her.
Ruin mine,
cut your head off.
So another Jedi Maul with hair.
Cool.
Dark Leia.
That's cool. I like the side like paneling.
Dark Luke.
Okay, I'm sick.
Long ass hair. I
Right?
love that. You got a pony.
You do. Look at that gat on his hip.
That's pretty cool.
Dual wield purple lightsabers.
Another Dark Luke. Literally Anakin.
The bottom right. I'm sorry. That is so fucking funny. I'm using that as a meme. When someone says some stupid shit, I'm just gonna send bald Luke to them.
Oh my god, I love that. What?
Star Wars theory.
Yeah.
The bottom right. That kind of looks like bald Star Wars theory. Not dissing.
Star Wars theory is bald. What do you mean bald
really?
Star Wars theory? Yeah.
No. He always wears a hat.
I mean, you're just saying he looks like
he does kind of look.
Because that's literally just Luke with a black robe.
Yeah, I literally. It does kind of look like Theory.
It's the butt chin and the baldness.
Can I just point out that I love that it's his cybernetic hand is literally like Anakin's.
That's cool.
I love that, and his robes are very much Anakin from Episode 3.
I don't like the long hair.
I don't know about the.
I'm gonna say it.
I don't know about the man bun.
Yeah.
I say stop the knot, but that's just me.
I do like the fit.
The fit is.
The
sick.
fit goes hard.
Yeah. All right, another dark Leia.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Ooh, I like the buns.
You don't like the bald face tats?
She's beautiful, but I don't know about that.
All right. This one's gnarly.
Holy
fucking
shit.
dark Obi-Wan, old, and this I'm guessing this is if like he went and like lived on Dagobah.
Look at his toes.
Dude, yeah.
They literally said, "Oh, wizards in space."
Yeah.
Bet.
That's cool.
I think this is really cool. I wish it wasn't as blurry, but it's pretty sick. Then, another redeemed Vader.
That's cool.
I
He's
like
balding.
the robes. Yeah, he's like balding. I don't know about the balding. Like, just go bald. But the
Shave
robes are
it.
sick. Look at the gloves.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jedi Leia.
That's
Love
nice.
you. Wait, is that it? No way. There was Emperor Vader one. What the fuck happened to that one?
Dang.
Wow.
That was the coolest one. It was Emperor Vader.
Can you Google it?
I
Maybe
can Google it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's see.
Dude, but
Arakel,
yeah, but we
let's
were
Google
definitely robbed. I want that so bad. At least a series. Someone throw Manny at a project,
Yeah.
please. Let me see.
All right, here it is. Emperor Vader.
The
Okay.
one on the right looks like Grief Cargo.
Yeah, like
Or
High Magistrate.
Yeah.
Look at it. Okay, the one on the left is sick though. Look at that.
What is like the belt situation?
I don't know.
I'm trying to understand. It's like not a chest plate, but like
It's
is
a
it
fanny
armor?
pack.
A fanny pack.
It's his.
It's just for drama.
Yeah. I don't know. I do like this one too.
I feel like the one on the
gold
left
details.
isn't that different from what he looks
It's not.
like.
It's just more like robes and like more layers to his armor. I think.
More pimping.
Yeah.
You know how fucking
That's
hot
big-
that would
that's
be?
big
Like
pimpin'.
robes over his suit.
Super hot, but he also has like a cooling system. He's the emperor. He can do what he wants. Let me see this. That's sick.
Oh my god.
That's cool. At the Senate building.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, that was pretty much it. What
That's
I
really
wanted to-
cool. I loved that.
I went down like a 2-hour like rabbit hole. I
Really?
was like, yo, this is
We were
sick.
robbed.
This is so sick.
You
And
know what? Speaking of like what if outfits,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a Mando Knight.
That's right.
And it's inspired by Jake Bartok, which I'm sure you guys know who he is. If not, he does a really, really cool series where he turns Star Wars characters into knights.
He does. It's
Like
really cool.
Renaissance era. And so mine is loosely inspired by that. Maybe if you go... I haven't posted mine yet. I posted on Coffee. Maybe we can bring it up on my Coffee.
I don't know if I can access your coffee, but we can show people Jake's.
Yeah, show the reference. So this is the reference. Obviously mine is going to be a female, so I'm going to have like a skirt. But I'm still doing the chest plate, the shoulder armor, the what do you call this? Gauntlets. I'm going to have a sword. I have Grogu in like his little sack that like Mando carries him in. Maybe eventually I'll add like a fur pelt, but like it's hot here, you know, and I want to wear it to our Renaissance fair, and I don't want to die.
Yeah.
But what's really fun is I have a belt, so it has like the sheath. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
The sheath for the sword, and then it has a little thing that holds like a glass bottle. And I want to put the living waters in the bottle. So I'm going to put like a pearlescent like liquid in there. And then I have boots, and then I have the Mando helmet, and then I have a Mythosaur skull, like a necklace that I'm gonna wear. Like it's like on my chest.
The Mythosaur has like side horns or something, right?
Yeah, it has like
You could
tusks.
put that on the shoulder pads, pointing
be
upward.
Cool.
That'd be sick.
That would be cool.
That'd be sick.
So
yeah, but knowing her, she'd like stab herself. And
I'm really excited. I tried everything on for the first time last night, 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. And it's such a cool feeling when your vision like comes to life, like when you know it's going to work, right? Because like you buy all these pieces or you make all these things and you're like, how is it actually going to look, together? But the silhouette works really well. I think it's a good combination of both the screen accurate costume and then making it like a knight.
Yeah. And it really is. It's come out really, really cool.
The only thing now is I need to decide how I want to paint the armor. Because the chest plate I have is silver, like Beskar.
It's like Beskar, yeah.
But I have the shoulder piece, which is black, and then the gauntlets are brown. So because it's like a what if, it can be whatever color I want.
Are you gonna
gonna
do battle damage on it?
I'll probably try to weather
maybe.
it a little bit, yeah.
What I was saying was, I think because of the colors that are already on there on the pieces that you have, I don't think you need to paint those black pieces.
Yeah.
You can, because there really isn't a lot of black on him.
It's mostly everything he wears is a different shade of brown.
Yeah, either that or
Go
Beskar.
Red brown or Beskar, yeah.
But what I was saying is, I think that right now, as is, it's very reminiscent to like season 1 Mando.
Yeah.
Right? So like with
before he has all
the
his
Durasteel armor and stuff like that, like the brown armor. I think playing into that makes it a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I like that version of Mando a lot.
But then is it like, I know it's obviously not accurate or whatever, but then is like the Living Waters thing like kind of like, wow, well that's season 3 and you're wearing season 1.
No, no one's gonna be like, well, technically,
well,
you didn't
what do you mean no one? There are definitely people that are gonna be like,
okay, well,
but yeah, I don't,
yeah, but
I'm just like, cause I'm very indecisive, so
no,
shut up. So I'm like, I could do this, or I could do that, or I could do this, or I could change the whole thing and do that, you know.
Catch me outside.
You could do all of that.
But yeah, I'm really excited. Grogu looks so freaking cute in his little like carrier.
He does look really cute. I think that's a really cool like detail.
Yeah. Stoked.
Super stoked. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for you to show it off.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I should bring it up now. So I don't know if it was last episode or an episode prior to that one. All right, so we are running out of time, but do want to go over one last thing, and that is new comic books today. We got a couple of awesome new releases today, and some news that I didn't even know of, and I did not have time to research it because it was literally this morning right before we recorded that I went to go get the comics and I was told about this. But I'll get to that. But first new comic of this week was Darth Vader Black, White, and Red.
I've been waiting for this
Raise it
for
over.
months.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this issue for a while.
And I don't like blood, but this is cool.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if they are including blood, but we'll see. I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
So if you guys do not know what the black, white, and red series is it's pretty much a recurring series that Marvel has done for years now, where for example, it's Spider-Man Black, White, and Red, or Punisher Black, White, and Red, or whatever it may be, which Punisher Black, White, and Red is, I'm sure, very very graphic, because pretty much the premise of it is that the entire comic only uses the colors black, white, and red, and the only thing that is red is blood.
Yeah, it's
But
really cool.
The cool thing is that Vader, the only red part is his lightsaber.
Yeah.
So and then lasers and like blaster bolts. So let me just see.
Fan through it.
Take a little peeky.
Let's take a little peek. I don't want to get anything spoiled because this is really cool. That's really cool. Okay, wait, real quick. I think this is like multiple stories.
Really?
Like shorts?
Yeah, it's like shorts. That's really cool.
Arakel's like, bye, I'm gonna go
Bye.
read this.
We're closing the episode early.
Okay, so yeah, there is blood. Not like ridiculous
and
like
stuff.
Punisher or whatever, but a lot of it is just like the lighting. So like, let's say it's like a dark room. And the lighting. I guess I mean,
spurts on the walls.
if you guys are hearing this a week after it came out, so you better have read it. But I'll show you.
Damn.
Do your homework.
So look at that. So it's like they're in a dark room, so obviously everything is red, right?
Okay.
So it's like that. His lightsaber, obviously, the
And then
blaster
Vader's all
bolts.
black anyway.
Yeah, Vader.
Hallway fight.
Yeah.
There's that, and then there's. Let me just find the example of the little blood spatter I just saw.
I saw now that was it Mando got his own like hallway scene?
Oh yeah.
Right? In the finale.
Season finale.
People were like not actually arguing, but like they were saying like
who's his best?
Who's his best? I was like, there's
Luke's-
no competition.
Bruh.
It's Vader. There's
Yeah.
no competition. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
Luke or Vader?
Oh yeah.
Vader.
Yeah, Vader.
Okay.
Vader is
I don't
killing
know. I
all
don't
of
know.
the rebels in order to get the Death Star plans.
But did
and
he
misses
succeed?
it by like half a second.
Yeah, but he failed. So
But he stands there so epically.
he does stand there so epically, but so does Luke. Are we about to have a situation?
If I recall correctly, in the
Luke,
in the trailers,
okay, the Luke
Starkiller has
hallway
a hat.
scene.
Oh, shut the hell up.
The Luke hallway scene is only possible competition because we didn't see him do that in the sequels.
Ooh.
That's
True.
what makes it so epic.
True.
But like the Vader one is like
We
it's
never saw.
horror.
We had never seen
it's
him like
Star
that.
Wars horror,
live
and it's
action.
Vader just like
No, I.
going
Murking.
crazy.
I'm arguing with myself. Is really
Yeah.
what I'm doing because I agree. Like I was hyperventilating when I first saw that Vader scene. Like
He almost
literally-
broke my hand.
Yeah.
Dude.
I
He was
really-
like,
It was bad.
I was like, "Are you good?"
It was bad. No, I was.
He was
It
like,
wasn't good.
it's like
It was
fucking
embarrassing.
nerd.
I would have paid.
Anyway, what do you mean, Miss?
would've-
That's the best one, and she's like, "Fucking nerd."
Dang.
I mean, you almost broke my hand.
Let
True.
go.
What?
Let go.
Gaslit right there.
All right, really good. But yeah,
Anywho,
so check it
the
out.
comic.
So there's like a little tiny blood, but that's it. But usually in the like with the Marvel heroes, it's
Okay,
like
but
it's
the
like
thing
all
too
it's
is like
blood.
the lightsaber cauterizes
Wounds. Yeah.
wounds, so
Yeah.
there really isn't like blood splatter for there to, you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, exactly. No,
But it's still it's
I don't,
so
I-
cool.
that's what, I'm
It's
not
so
saying
cool.
it needs to
Yeah.
have blood. I'm just
Yeah,
saying it usually does in the other Marvel
Yeah.
ones. But it's Vader and Star Wars. And then cover by Alex Maleev, one of my favorite artists. Absolutely killed it. This is cover A. There's a bunch of variant covers that
So
are also
really-
awesome. I really wanted the Peach Momoko variant, which I now see there's a Peach Momoko short story in here.
Oh,
So I should have gotten the cover, but we'll see.
Maybe a Comic-Con
The problem is, again, I go back to that BS that there's okay, there were only 3 variants, including cover A, that you could get at the comic shop, right?
I think that's wrong.
There were like 6 or 7 variants that are exclusively available online in partnership with either the comic book artist or alone, or with them and a specific comic shop.
Yeah.
And then that cover you can only buy through them like that online, so you have to pay for shipping regardless. And on top of that, well, shipping is on top of the price, but you know what I mean. The comic for the trade dress, so if you guys don't know what I mean, is trade dress means it's the comic book cover with the title, the number, it says Marvel, the writers, and all that. And then there's virgin covers, which means it's just the artwork.
Yeah.
So it has it doesn't have the title or anything like that. So what they've been doing is they'll do these exclusive covers where they will do both the Virgin variant and the trade dress variant. The trade dress is usually cheaper, but the cheap version of it is $25.
Yeah.
And then if you want to get, that's if you just want to get that one, and then you have to pay shipping on top of it.
And then they're all from different resellers.
Yeah, it's all different retailers.
So if you want to get this one and another comic,
I didn't get any.
You have to get them from 3 separate places and 3 separate shippings, and like.
I didn't get any of them.
No,
I wanted the Peach Momoko one.
I refuse to collect like that.
Yeah.
I have to see it in person, hold it in my hand, and that's like.
No, yeah. I've done it with a couple variants that I'm like, okay, I need it.
Yeah,
but
if you have to have it, yeah.
And the Peach Momoko one,
but
it
makes
really
you
wanted.
Frustrated.
You're
not
very
even
frustrated.
happy. You're just
I'm just upset.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it sucks because then they'll sell like, let's say 20 of just the trade dress variants alone. And then they'll sell the bundle of the trade dress and the Virgin, and they have more of those, and that's like $50. So it's either go online as soon as they're available and get the $20 one, $25 one plus shipping for one comic, for a $5 comic, or if I miss out on that, I have to get the bundle with that and the Virgin variant, and it's like $60 after tax and shipping. And so it's just been annoying. There was a bunch of amazing covers. I definitely recommend you check them out.
Yeah.
And Drunk Wookie actually puts lists together of all of like the variants. He has like checklists and stuff like that.
Like I love that they have so many artists involved. I love, like, I'm all for the artist, all for the art. I just wish they marketed it differently.
Yeah.
Like, I wish it was sold differently, because
yeah,
I love this idea, but it's like, why not do that but they're available at the comic shop?
Yeah.
Because the average person who, like, is like casually into comics, it's when they have time, when they have money, they'll stop into a comic shop and pick up what's there.
Yeah.
That makes this stuff completely inaccessible, and it's not even on anyone's radar.
Yeah,
unless you're on these websites,
unless you
following the Instagram accounts,
following the artists,
like,
following
it becomes a chore.
And like, look,
it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, look, I follow all of the artists because I love, like, I've said it multiple times, comic book art is my absolute favorite art style. And so I actually take the time to look, like who did this cover, who's doing the art on the inside of the book. And I take an interest in that, and but that's not everybody. That is not everybody. No. Not everybody takes an interest in, who's making this comic that I'm,
they
that
just
I
want
like.
the story.
A lot of people don't even know who the writers are. They'll just be like, oh, this is a really cool comic.
Yeah.
And that's it. But yeah, like, what you're saying is very true. It's like most people aren't on top of it like this.
No.
So this is on drunkwookie.com. Amazing resource for comic book or Star Wars comic collectors specifically, because he focuses on making all of the Star Wars comic book goings on as easily digestible as possible.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So huge shout out to Drunk Wookie.
Yeah.
So this is a checklist he put together for all of the Vader black, white, and red variants. And let me just show you what I'm talking about. So these two, so this is cover A, the one I just showed you guys, Alex Maleev. Then the Chung variant, this was the 1 in, actually I don't think it was a 1 in 10. I think it was just, this is one of the variants that you could buy at the store.
Oh, so cool.
And then this is the Delodo variant that you could also buy at the store, and then this was the 1 in 25 variant. So 1 in 25 means that the comic shop has to order at least 25 of cover A to get one of these copies.
So if they want 2, they have to buy 50 cover
Exactly.
A.
And then this was the 1 in 100 Virgin variant of the Delodo variant.
That's insane.
Which is cool. But I did not get this one. I got all 4 of these because Vader is my favorite, and you guys know what's up. The other ones I wanted to get And now we're stepping into... So the ones I just showed you are the only ones that were available in store.
Yeah.
The ones that are exclusive was the one I wanted to get the most was the Takashi Okazaki variant for this issue. Just look at it. Freaking beautiful. So if you don't know who Takashi Okazaki is, you should. But if you don't know, he's the artist, writer, and the guy who made
the man, the myth,
the man, the myth, the guy that made the Duel for Star Wars Visions. So the very first episode of Star Wars Visions in season 1, he's the one that did that. So he did this cover for Black, White, and Red. Beautiful, but again, an exclusive with a specific comic shop. Then another exclusive here, another Delotto variant. Beautiful. Look at this.
It's so cool.
Then here, this is the one I really wanted, was the Peach Momoko exclusive.
Whoa.
Look at that. Absolutely amazing.
That's so cool.
Now, all of these that I keep showing you guys, look at this one. The Kirkham exclusive.
That's so cool.
Beautiful.
Battle Damaged Vader.
Battle Damaged Vader. Andrew's exclusive.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Like he's in the snow.
You know, all of these artists screamed and jumped up and down when they heard that they got this.
Oh yeah,
like,
I would.
You know,
this would be my entire identity.
Like, they really put everything they had into this. Like no one was like, I'll get around
exclusive.
to it.
Look at this variant.
That is so.
Look at this. I wanted this one so
with his
freaking
castle?
bad. With his castle, him on here twice.
Yeah.
The TIE fighters, the Death Star, the Star Destroyer, freaking awesome. The lava surrounding him.
Yeah.
And then there's the Art Adams exclusive.
That's cool.
Love it. It's very
like tattoo.
Very
death metal.
I love it.
That's cool.
Then the Swayan exclusive.
Damn.
Look at this. With the stormtroopers, the interceptors, and the TIE fighters behind them.
God.
And then this one I will never forgive myself for not getting it. But again, I would have had to, it's just annoying. The EM Gist variant in his TIE fighter in the cockpit, awesome. So those are all of the variants for just issue number 1.
That's crazy.
And half of them, not even half of them, 2/3 of them were all exclusively available at different online stores.
Yeah.
Only 4 of them were available.
I feel like the way they should do it is like if they want to do it online, just be like Marvel.com, MarvelComics.com.
Well,
and
I think
it should just be through.
If
it's not through the comic shop,
yeah,
it should be through one place, and then they just pay out the artists.
It's a tough stance for me too, because it's like I get it. It's the artist. They're giving the artist an opportunity to make more money, and on their end.
Yeah.
But it sucks for the consumer, because then it's like, well, I do want to support the artist, but I'm already getting. I can't. Like it's so hard to, right?
Yeah.
If they're gonna do that, I would say the comic shops, because the independent comic shops also need to have their support. They also need the support.
Yeah.
And independent comic shops more so, I would say.
Yeah.
Because they are becoming more and more rare.
Yeah.
A lot of them closed during COVID. A lot of them were struggling before.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The comic shops need that, right? So if you're gonna, let's say, if you're gonna do an exclusive or an exclusive cover with Peach Momoko, right? Still make it the 1 in 25.
Yeah.
Make it the 1 in 25 so that comic shops still get it, but a limited amount of them. And so if you are able to get it at the comic shop, you do.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a little more of a kickback goes to Peach Momoko. But then Peach Momoko can still do the exclusives that are sold on her site.
Yeah.
Where those ones come signed.
Yeah.
And that's where you can get the trade dress. The virgin variant. Right? And that still makes it special. And that's still that's still an opportunity for Peach Momoko to make her money, right? Like you can still do it and still have like make it the 1 in 25 or make it the 1 in 50.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I don't know.
It's just it's such a cool concept, but I feel like they could do it better.
Yeah, they really
like.
could.
I love it.
They
like
really
that's the thing is like I want more of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it needs to be more accessible.
It does, because then now, if let's say I bought the Peach Momoko and the Takashi Okazaki one that I wanted, both of those.
Yeah.
Both of those would have been $20 to $25 each, plus shipping.
Which is like $10, right?
Which is like $10. So let's say it's $60 to $70 for both of them shipped.
Yeah.
That's my entire comic book haul for the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, what I always see is like, obviously we're adults and we have adult money, right? But I always look at it as like, what if a kid wants to start reading comics?
Exactly. Oh yeah.
And his mom gives him $10.
Arguably, like, you can say, well, they can just buy the cover A. Yeah, but well, then, like, what if they want their favorite artist's cover, or like they really like?
And then you're gonna tell your mom, so you have to go on this website and you have to buy this, but don't get this one. You got to get that one. You got to get the one that has the 2. And
my god!
You know,
yeah.
like imagine explaining this to your mom for Christmas.
It'd have been like, okay,
like, yeah, fucking, you're getting the regular ass cover.
Yeah. We got Vader at home.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what would happen.
That's what would happen. Exactly.
Like I always see collecting from you know, from a kid's perspective.
Exactly, because that's how it should be seen.
Books and comics and everything are for kids.
Exactly. And then and then the one that really pisses me off, the one that's really fucking annoying, is they'll do exclusive. I'm pretty sure one of them on here is that exclusive, but they'll do exclusives with Whatnot, that app that's kind of like Pop Shop.
Oh,
where
really?
they'll do like auctions live or stuff like that. They'll do exclusive covers that you can only get through that Whatnot app and as an auction. And they'll only do like one at a time.
Yeah.
And then they'll sell for like $150 for one freaking one new comic. It's
I don't
not like
when they manipulate the market to make something valuable.
No, I hate it. It's really
that drives
annoying.
me crazy. Like if it's that sought after and that rare, then it should be that much. But if you're like, well, we only made one, it's just like I don't
really
know.
annoying.
It's
really annoying. But moral of the story is, I hope that they kind of stop doing that, because also, I mean, I talk to a lot of like the comic shop owners that I frequent and stuff like that, and they're also kind of like, it's kind of shitty, you know. They try to be professional, but I mean, I've been going to them for years now, so. But also not just that, we do Comic Cons all like year round. And you know, so it's like I've talked to a lot of people about this, and they're like, it's kind of shitty. It kind of sucks, but you know, whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But anyway, moral of the story
still buy
is Darth Vader Black, White, and Red is out, and I highly recommend you checking it out. The other issue that came out today, the other Star Wars comic that came out today, was the Star Wars High Republic Adventures Quest of the Jedi one-shot. So this is by Dark Horse. So interesting story with this one, and I'll make it quick because we're running out of time. So this is it's got a lot of first appearances in it. A lot of so from what I remember is after Volume 1 of the High Republic from Marvel ended, the very last page said that it would be continued in that storyline would be continued in Quest of the Jedi. This is Quest of the Jedi. So I don't know if that is still the case or not, because I didn't keep up with like the discourse and whatever was going on with this specific comic. And this is written by Claudia Gray. And when I because there's a lot of comics and we're very busy, I put it on my pull list, and I made sure that they put it aside for me for when it came out. So when I get to the comic shop today, I get the comics that they pulled for me, and then when I get them, I usually go over to the area where all the new comics of the week are out, and to see if maybe there's something else I want to get, or if I wanted to get an extra. And in this case, I wanted to get an extra one of the cover A, because I knew there was a bunch of first appearances, and that was pretty much like the extent of my knowledge, right? And really awesome art, and I've been looking forward to this issue since I finished Volume 1, and it was like, it'll continue in Quest of the Jedi, right? Then the night, so last night on Twitter, I think it was on Twitter, I saw some people going like, so is it coming out tomorrow? What's going on? And I'm pretty sure it got delayed a little bit, and like stuff was going on, but that's, again, the extent of my knowledge. I get to the comic shop, I get my stack, I go, and there's none of them on the rack. None. And that never happens. Yeah. Especially with Star Wars. Never happens. I was like, okay, that's weird. So I go back to Didi, and I was like, those went by quick, huh? Because like I went pretty early. I didn't go late. And he's like, oh no, yeah, like he's like, well, they only sent us enough for however many people ordered. Oh. They didn't send him like a backlog. Yeah. Like it was only for the amount of people that put it on their pull list. Okay. They didn't let him order more. Why? And I was like, yeah, I was like, why? And I was like, what's wrong with it? And he well, I said, is it because of all of the first appearances in this book? And he's like, yes, that's part of it, but mainly it was, and this is what he told me. I didn't get a chance to like do research because this happened like right before we started recording. What he told me was that pretty much what happened is that the digital edition of this comic, which is technically the actual story that they wanted to put out there, is that the digital edition is completely different than what's in this comic. What? It's completely different. That apparently they decided to change the story like right before. Okay. And but these were already printed. Wow. So technically, this is a misprint.
The whole thing?
The whole thing is a misprint.
That's crazy.
And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And like they're worth like $45 now.
I'm surprised they even put them out.
Exactly. Well, I think it's because I don't know how it works, but I think it's because I already had it on my pull list. And when you put it on your pull list, he already orders it. Yeah, because he places the order with the distributors. Yeah. And when you put it on your pull list, he orders it because he knows he knows you're going to buy it. Yeah. Like with the same thing with a lot of other comic shops, they do the same thing. And that's why they only sent him however many were paid for. Yeah. So he tells me, I was like, I had no idea. Like, how did I not? He's like, yeah, apparently it was like all over Twitter. I was like, how?
I miss it.
So, and he's like, yeah, they're like $45 to $50 now. I was like, oh shit. So, and again, I already wanted to get an extra one because I know, I kind of know, I'm aware how the pricing and like the market for comics, kind of go up or down. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, cool, bye, right? Like I paid for my comics and left. And there's 2 more comic shops around us. I called the first one. I was like, hey, did that Quest of the Jedi comic come out today? And they're like, let me check. So they go check, and they take a while, and they come back, and I'm like, and they're like, oh no, yeah, we're all out of them. I was like, okay. So I was like, I guess I'll go. I'm gonna call the comic shop that I used to go to that I don't go to anymore, because it's farther away, and this one's a lot closer, right? But I used to go there a lot, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna call. I don't want to go. It felt like I was gonna go see an ex, like. Like I don't want to go, but I'll go.
It's gonna be awkward.
Because it's the same guy. It's the owner, and he doesn't have any employees, and it's just him. So he knows I haven't been there in like years.
Yeah, it's like you.
And I used to go every week. So I was like, I call him like, hey, did this one come out? Again, playing dumb, and he's like, yeah, I did. And I was like, do you have any? He's like, I only have the variant. And I was like, okay, I'll be right there. So I go. I walk in. I'm the only fool in there.
Of course.
I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, hey. He's like, hey.
Long time no see.
I'm like, this is so weird. So he already had. So this is the variant, beautiful variant. So I got both the cover A and cover B the first time at the comic shop I do frequent, because he did put aside each of those. And there was only one variant for this one. Dark Horse rarely does variants, and if they do, it's usually one. So I got both, but he's like, okay, I have the variant. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get the variant because that's also going to be worth more. So it doesn't matter. So I go, and he's like, and it was already on the counter. I was like, oh, I'm here for this, right? Like, I just called. He's like, okay, cool. So he goes, he rings it up, and I'm already reaching in my wallet, and I had like $10 like in ones in cash. And so I start counting out like the $6-7 is going to be, because that's how much I paid for each of these with Didi. And then I'm like grabbing the money, and he goes, $25.62.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And like I just didn't say anything because he was already like ringing it up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck. Okay. So I give him the card instead because I didn't have enough cash. I give him the card, and he rings me up, and I'm like, thank you. And he's like, is that it? I'm like, yep.
He knows that you already bought the other ones at the other place.
Yeah, he knew. And I'm like, whatever. But still, I got a second copy of the variant, and I was like, whatever. It's still less than what it's going for. It's going for like $40-$50. So I got it for like $25. So it was good. That was just the the bullshit, because like I was like, Didi charged me the cover price for them. I thought going in there, I was like, well, he's gonna charge cover price.
Oh, that's why I don't go there
anymore. I think it's the problem was I called, and I told him which one I was coming to get that one, and then he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna mark it up.
Maybe.
But I don't know. He's he's cool, but I don't know what happened. But I mean, at least I got an extra one, and it's still half of what it's going for right now.
Yeah.
But all right, awesome new comic book day. Again, definitely recommend checking out Darth Vader Black, White, and Red. From what I've already kind of peeked at while we were here, it looks awesome, and it's a bunch of short stories that I'm excited to read. And Quest of the Jedi, I'm about to get into that after we're done recording here. But yeah, I think that's it for us, guys. Thank you so much again for joining us on our May the 4th episode. We hope you have an awesome May the 4th celebration. Yes. We hope you have a great Revenge of the 5th, and Revenge of the 6th, if we do that. I don't know. all the days. We hope you guys have an awesome time, both celebrating, doing fun stuff, whatever it may be. And again, if you have any feedback for us and anything you'd like us to watch on the show, discuss on the show, anything at all, please go ahead and email us at punchitchewiepodcast@gmail.com. That is the best place to reach us for anything show related. If there's anything at all you want to ask us or anything, or just give us feedback on the show, you can also comment down below if you're watching here on YouTube. But again, it would mean the world to us if you would rate, review, subscribe to the show. It, like I said, it helps us a ton and really helps other people find us and helps us grow.
Yeah.
And it does mean a lot. And I'm tired. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening, for watching. It means a lot, and we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
May the force be with you.